Hello everybody, my name is Josh, welcome back to the Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels playthrough. I just thought of not continuing this. The original idea for this playthrough was to only do Worlds 1 to 8, but then I decided to throw World 9 in at the end because I did it warpless, and then I decided let's just do it all anyway. So, welcome to part 9 of the Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels playthrough. We are now going to be going into the letter worlds, worlds A to D. So, how these worlds work is that they're pretty much normal worlds. There are another 4 worlds in the game, but they're unlocked. You have to unlock them first. And to unlock them, you need to beat the game 8 times. Now, the actual specific criteria to get this done is that you have to beat 8 times. Which means you can use warps, which is exactly what I did. So in the time between part 8 and recording this, now part 9, I went through and beat the game with warps another 7 times so that I could showcase the letter worlds for you. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now for the letter worlds, we're going to play the letter worlds as Luigi. Now once you've beaten the game 8 times and you've got 8 stars on the menu, to load the letter worlds you've got to hold A and press start. You get that right, you see this lovely little thing here where it just takes a little bit to load it up. And there we go, world A1. So, we're going to play as Luigi for this set, and that was a great start. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just at the start here explaining how Luigi works differently to Mario. So, of course, the big thing is that Luigi has a higher jump. But he has more traction. So right there, he slides a bit longer when he comes to a stop. I thought that one wasn't spawned, but whatever. So Luigi has a higher jump, which makes platforming a little bit easier. Actually, I think platforming is definitely much easier as Luigi compared to Mario. But his traction makes actually using the stuff efficiently kind of annoying. So, welcome to World A. Now, the letter worlds are cruel. If you thought the normal game was cruel, you ain't seen nothing yet. The letter worlds freaking suck. The letter worlds will throw crap at you from the very get-go, which is fun. We're using the save states once again. Yada yada. One thing I forgot to mention for Luigi before, those Hammer Brothers are working out really well. I mentioned Luigi, and something that not a lot of people actually know, besides, you know, having a higher jump, less traction, etc., is that Luigi also actually has a slower acceleration. It takes him a bit longer to get up to full speed compared to Mario. That piranha plant is in a horrible spot, Jesus Christ. The cruelness begins, and yes, these levels get harder than World 8. These levels are particularly cruel. Wow. Those Hammer Brothers are going to be fun to deal with. And yes, so pretty much, yeah, you load these levels by beating the game 8 times, and then doing stuff, barely hitting the hammer, which causes you to die, which is dumb and stupid. Yeah, these levels aren't very easy. They're actually quite difficult. So, Luigi's high jump makes a lot of jumps much, much easier throughout the entire game, basically. Ooh, that was close. Alright. I wanted to get over him because I knew he was going to land on top of me. Once you get past the second set of Hammer Brothers, the rest of the level's pretty much a given for you. But fun levels abound for the entirety in the letter worlds. All of these levels are pretty much harder than their... Those Hammer Brothers are in a really weird spot. They're in a really odd spot to deal with. Once you can deal with them, though, they... A lot of situations as well where you're just left with, you know, no Okay. Blah 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 blah. I really need to get past that first paratrooper to even have a chance at getting through those areas. Yeah. So yeah, Luigi actually has a slower acceleration stat. Wow, I actually defeated both of them there. Good stuff. It's not really noticeable if you're just playing the game. I feel the easiest place to notice it is, the easiest place to notice Luigi's slower acceleration stat is actually in, castle levels. Alright, here's the end of A1 here as well. Fun ending for A1. And there we go. First level of Auto finished. Yeah, so what was I saying? Luigi's slower acceleration. There's actually... It's there. It's very subtle, but it's there. And it's most noticeable in castle levels. Luigi can actually have a harder time starting castle levels. It's really fun. Anyway, A2, an underground level here. This is actually a pretty easy level for the most part. There's one bit right at the end of this level that freaking sucks. And it's coming up right about here. This Hammer Brother? Yeah. Just the Hammer Brother sitting in the middle of the level. You know, fun times, fun times. The only problem with doing the underground level is that we gotta watch that intro every single time. Alright. So as I said, A4 is actually not... A2 actually isn't that hard, for the most part. I ran right into the side of that platform right there. Yeah, A2 is actually not very hard besides that one Hammer Brother that's just sitting in the middle of the stage right there. If you're not big, which is pretty much going to be a given in this game, if you're not big, then it's actually pretty easy to dodge, you know, bullet bills and whatnot. Hello, you should have been going down by that point. Yeah, so just like, you know, dealing with the tight corridors. That's the big thing with A2. There's a lot of very tight corridors. Speed-wise, I think Mario and Luigi actually have the same top speed. Alright, there we go. A lot of tight corridors for this one. Those bullet bill cannons can also be kind of annoying. It really depends on when they fire, more than anything. If they don't fire, then you could deal with it pretty well. If that Hammer Brother jumps, it's a pain in the ass. But if he doesn't jump, then, good job. You got the easier pattern. Please, go down, thank you. And that pipe in particular, that very, very small pipe right there, is actually quite hard to deal with. You want to try and stop beforehand, and Luigi's traction makes that a bit harder, but you know. Fun times. Alright. Cool. Just gotta slow down a bit there. Ooh, that was close. Stupid Hammer Brother. I hit the load button early. Oh well. I don't particularly care. Let's just work on this level. This level, as I said, besides that one Hammer Brother, it's actually a pretty simple level. That one Hammer Brother is just in the worst spot though. And that's literally the only problem I have with this level, is just that one Hammer Brother. Just chilling out here. Okay, see, that's the end of the level right there. Literally, as I said, get past that Hammer Brother, you're at the end of the level. So that's A2 done. Alright, moving on to A3 now, another athletic level. move on to A3. I ran through all 4 of these levels a couple days ago. This is actually a really fun level. So it's pretty much the normal, you know, running levels, except we're in the sky now. And the Cheep Cheeps, that one particular Cheep Cheep was in a horrible spot. And we have wind as well. Not that that's really helpful, but, you know, it's there if you want it. So I actually stopped a little bit there. That was a bit cruel. This is actually a pretty short level. And it's once again a speedrun level. So, you know, you gotta run fast, gotta keep going, etc. Slight bumps can actually help you in this level. Oh yeah, now you notice I went over the flagpole there, and I could actually keep going over the flagpole. That means there's a warp zone behind the flag in that level, which is fun to deal with. Alright, A4. Can I grab this item? No, I cannot. Let's try it again. A4, so yeah, normal castle stage, you know, pretty usual stuff. That is a massive firebar, by the way. So you don't want to actually kind of stand there. It's probably easier to just go for it, actually, instead of trying to get that mushroom. I'll give it another shot. See what I mean? That power-up is in just the worst spot. It's right in the line of fire of that bigger, firebar right there. Nice! Nice one, Luigi. Alright. See what I mean? Really, really difficult just to grab that power-up. I'll give it one more try, trying to grab that power-up, and then, didn't even hit the box. It's in a really awkward spot. That's the main thing. It's in such an awkward spot, and Luigi is very floaty. You can find that as well. Aha! Luigi's very floaty, which makes him harder to use, actually, in my opinion. Some people would actually suggest playing the game first as Luigi, but I'm like, no! Why would you want to torture someone trying to play this game as Luigi for the first time? Like, yes, he has a higher jump, but that doesn't necessarily mean much if his traction's utter crap. Alright, I barely touched it. Come on. Alright, let's just leave that power up, because I know it's there, but it's, like, really annoying to deal with. That Potoboo keeps spawning. It's in a horrible spot. Alright. I'll rotate around, and then we'll go. Alright. Don't spawn, thank you. A lot of jumps, so you will find, are made a bit easier by playing as Luigi. You bugger! Stupid Potoboo. And as usual, it is a castle level. Why does this happen? Because this is a castle level, there is no checkpoints in it, which is stupid and dumb. It's really hard just to get a low jump as Luigi. And very tight corridors in castles are going to be a very, very, very well-known part of the letter worlds. Or just, the letter worlds in general are just going to be really annoying to play. World A is not that bad. It's about World 6 or World 7 level of difficulty. It's not exactly World 8. I'd say it goes beyond World 8 at about World C. World A is actually not overly difficult. I think the hardest one's probably doing the castle and, as I said, Luigi's traction makes things... Oh, come on! That's bullcrap! Oh, that's stupid. Alright. Firebar. Stupid firebar. That's such a large firebar. That Perturbo jumped a lot higher than it did in a previous one. I'd say probably the hardest part about this level is if you want to grab the power-up, grabbing the power-up, and then also the other stuff. The game ate my input there. I definitely pressed the jump button, but it didn't happen. I would honestly be in the camp that say Luigi makes this game harder. A lot of people like to think that Luigi makes the game easier. I would humbly disagree with you. I think Luigi's traction outweighs his superior jumping ability. This time, let's not stand right on the edge. Please jump up, Perturbo. Thank you. Jump up, Perturbo. Okay. Alright. Final bit of this level. Here's Bowser. Bowser's actually pretty easy in the Letter Worlds. He doesn't actually throw hammers in the Letter Worlds. He pretty much just sits there, spits fire at you. If you're playing All-Stars, then he will throw hammers, but if you're not, then, well, you get this. Anyway, with that being said, that is going to be the end of this specific episode, Part 9 of Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels. Hopefully you'll join us in the future for Part 10, where we will tackle World B. But until then, I will see you all next time. Bye!